Alright, so here we have a battle between me and my opponent. In this battle I'm playing Follow the Samurai, he's playing the base Shogun 2 units, and we're playing on the Ruins map. Really interesting map, I gotta say, because of the fact that it's got like essentially a cross in the middle, but each player deploys in a corner. There's 4 different key points we can capture on this map, and well, let's just start looking at this. So I have with me my general, a unit of Gatling guns, 2 Kyoto police, my Vermilion bird force, and 2 red bears. These guys are both vets. They're not the strongest vets I can get, but they're what I could make do. And I have 2 saber cav, although this one's here, the other one's hidden in this forest here. And then I have my Tosa rifleman. Chipper little guys, sporting the little red breeches, white socks. Now looking at the opponent's side, I didn't know this at the start of the game, but he has like 2 Yari key, or not 2 Yari key, 2 Yari cav in this forest, 2 Yari cav standing here. And he has 2 units of Yari Ashigaru, 3 sword attendants, and 3 katana samurai. Then one of these hand mortar guys, which is surprisingly an artillery piece, although those don't look like mortars, at least the ones you're used to. And then his general. But okay, we're gonna start off this battle. And as soon as we start off, we have just straight motions back and forth. You know, he's trying to climb up here, get into a capturing position. I'm going to try to capture as well. I move my cav up, and I get these cavalry into place here to, you know, secure this position. And these guys will also try to secure this position. Now, seeing as he's moved both of his Yari cav units, or all 4 of them, I see that right now he's making a movement right here. His cav are trained dead on to hit my saber cav, and they're just charging across the field. And I'm thinking to myself, can I capture this key point before they charge? And ultimately I decide no, can't do it. So I pull out, and then I pull out on this side as well, considering he has his Yari cav coming in to intercept. So that's all fine and well, I suppose. I didn't really get to capture anything. He didn't get to strike me. Just disengage. So now we wait a little bit longer, and I start to get a little cheeky, seeing as him pulling his cav away. I'm gonna move my cav into the forest, move some infantry up, these Kyoto police. Try to get this cav to secure this position. Try to see if I can secure anything. But here he goes, he's charging at me again with his cav, trying to secure something, and I was foolish enough to think that I could, you know, go for the point again. But now I'm retreating, trying my best to get out, but these guys are gonna get caught right now. Just caught inside by the charging cav, but here come the Kyoto police, and it's just gonna be one big mess of clusterfuck here. But here come the rest of his Yari cav, and it becomes clear that his Yari cav are gonna disengage, run in fear, and I'm gonna pursue, because I might as well shatter this force while I still can. And now my Gatling guns are actually firing at the fleeing cavalry, trying to scare them off, kill them both. And here I have my other cav moving in to engage my other saber cav, trying to catch these guys. What I didn't realize at the time was, as he's engaging this, here he is, this force engaging those guys. Here my general pops his abilities and starts going in for the engage. Here comes supporting cav. These guys are gonna rout because I simply can't take out the Yari cav. But these guys are weakened, and here comes my unit coming here to clean this up. In the meantime, he's actually firing his hand mortars into my blob of Kyoto police. My Gatling guns are, just walking away, trying to get into the cover of the trees. But here comes his other Yari cav. Both units are coming for me. They're trying to hunt me down. And my general over here, he's just gonna rout, since he's only got 4 guys and there's just a bunch of guys coming after him. Surprisingly, he just makes it out. He just shatters because of the approaching enemies, not because he actually got hit. My remaining saber cav just flee, heading back into the forest, where I'm currently camping out, trying to figure out what my next move is. It doesn't look too well for me, although according to the balance of power, I have more units than he does, more men on the field. But I just lost my general and one of my units, one of my saber cav. Although he did technically lose 2 Yari cav units, but that's nothing compared to a general. His general is unmolested. He has 2 unmolested Yari cav units. So it's fair to say I came out on the losing end of that trade. Now here he's trying to do something cheeky where he's trying to capture the point with just these 3 men standing on the point's edge. And I'm gonna bring my Tosa rifleman around, see if I can snipe those guys off of the key point. He's gonna form up his men in the forest, and he was moving his 2 remaining Yari cav into this forest here. Now I'm currently trying to figure out how I'm gonna approach him. If he's gonna hide out in the forest, how I'm going to go and attack him. But he is moving his hand mortars back here, and they have this crazy range, I might say. So as soon as I start moving infantry out, they're going to start getting pummeled by the hand mortars. Yeah, these guys are going to get these Kyoto police. Look at that, there goes the firing shots. And here they come. Even though they're hitting almost dead on, those shots have very little effect on these guys. They seem to just, while a couple of them just seem to die, some get knocked off their feet and then get right back up. Cool. Look at that. I guess it has to be a direct hit for it to kill anyone, otherwise it's just, oh jeez, these guys are just getting blasted. Now here I have my saber cav try to start an engagement with these Yari cav that were just sauntering about, hoping that my other Kyoto police could catch up and maybe do something. But it was to no avail. The Yari cav are just gonna break to save a cav and run off with only 8 deaths. So that's them. These guys are gonna saunter off because they don't want anything to do with that. In the meantime, I'm gonna move the remaining forces that I have over here, see if I can engage the forest, which we know is littered with men. Here I have my Gatling guns moving up. My Tosa riflemen are moving up as well. It's gonna be an intense fight, because we know as soon as we get to that tree line, just a bunch of men are gonna start pouring out, trying to attack us. But those hand mortars are still going at it. Here my Vermilion Bird Force are gonna be the first ones to take the brunt of the attack. But here's hoping that my Gatling guns will just shred any opponents coming out of that forest. Here come my Red Bear infantry, getting ready. And then here's my retainer Red Bears. And here they come. Look at them charging out of the forest, trying to engage. But here comes the Gatling gunfire. Ooh. That was actually just a... Oh, and here comes his enemy cav trying to get on my Gatling guns. And here this Yari cav is trying to get at the back of my Red Bears. Surprisingly, these guys are gonna shatter, and the Gatling guns are actually, well, at least the horses are gonna flee, and these guys are gonna get caught by the Kyoto police and shatter as well. Now here my Tosa riflemen are shooting into the blob that came in, and while the horses are fleeing, you'll see that here the crew of the Gatling guns is still partially alive. The enemy generals are running around like a chicken with his head cut off, not sure what to do. My Kyoto police are running in to intercept this massive force of Katana Samurai. These Vermilion Bird Force are trying to recover. Here my Tosa riflemen, they always seem to get caught out like this. They're gonna get charged in the back by the enemy general. But my Kyoto police are gonna hopefully start moving. Yeah, there we go. Catch this general and relieve some pressure. My Vermilion Birds actually routed at this point. And here my Red Bears are still firing. But look at this, the crew of the Gatling guns finally recovered their morale and just firing away, clearing up this mob, dispersing it. Here my Red Bears are just firing away at the general, trying to kill him before he does any more damage to my units. And everyone's routing. Everyone's breaking, wavering, or not routing, everyone's wavering. My Red Bear over here wavered, my Kyoto police over here are wavering. But these Gatling guns are still firing, they really want to disperse. And bam, there it is. The enemy team, the whole mob just chain routes. And what was going to be a loss just instantly turned around and turned into a win. So yeah, here we have the final unit stats. 113 kills in the Gatling guns, 121 on the Vermilion Bird Force. Great units. My Tosa riflemen pulling through. And so did my Red Bear, sort of. Well, that was it.